Finals, best of 5 PvT once again.
And there we go. Welcome everyone to map number 1 in the grand finals for Battle of the Americas. And spawning here, the American Terran player, currently teamless. This is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres, LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player. He is red, representing Team Alpha X. It is TriGGeR. Meanwhile, people in the chat talking about Nation Wars. I agree. Personally, I'm not too fond of the all-kill format. I've always thought the Pro League format was a little bit superior. It does mean that one player can't carry the team. You know, it has to be a team effort, right, to make it through.
Yes, 100%. So I kind of like either the all Pro League format where it was a best of 7 with 1 maps each, or also it could also work the Chinese method where they do
best of 2s.
Yeah, best of 2s.
Yeah. It's a very interesting format going for those best of 2s for the World Team League. But yeah, I understand there's a lot of hype when it comes to all kill because you can have an all kill, right? And you can have like a massive comeback like that as well. But hey, Pro League's the way to go.
Yeah, it's okay when everyone is Serral mid, but
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Fun fact: Oceanic Pwn League. That was Pro League format. There you go. That was the team league that we ran.
Yes, I remember that team league. I remember one team. I don't remember the name, but it was basically Team Vietnam.
God. Meanwhile, we do have a Reaper Scout here from PureLegacy. Pretty interesting, just because. Oh my god,
that Reaper survived. Wait. The probe blocked the Stalkers from doing that last step, mate. And failed to kill the Reaper. I mean, that probe is a traitor, mate.
Yeah, mate, end it. That probe is sus, and the Reaper got away, and now can go in for a secondary scout. The Reaper does not see the Robo, not yet. Hasn't seen the Twilight Council yet either, but I'm sure it will dive in. Yep, and there isn't much here to stop him. And so there we go. The Reaper got more than it needed to. Even got a probe there at the end. Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what PureLegacy is gonna do today. If I recall correctly, mate, wasn't PureLegacy, he went for like 3 or 4 all-ins in a row versus Parimac, mate? Or am I dreaming? Yeah, but he went for like game 1, 2 base all-in, right? And won.
Yes, they were relatively aggressive plays from both players, if you recall. Like, I don't think we had a single macro game between the two of them. There were just a lot of 2 base all-ins or a lot of timing attacks. And yeah, if I recall last week, it went all the way to the ace match between PattyMac and PureLegacy. And now PureLegacy, he's had a week to reflect, and we'll see what he does here as he is opening up with a Hellion drop. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, going for the Hellion drop. But then again, mate, this is not PattyMac, mate. This is TriGGeR. I don't know about you, mate, but I feel that TriGGeR is a more dangerous player than PattyMac.
Currently, I would agree. I would agree with that. They're both 6k on NA, but TriGGeR, he does seem to be a little bit more on fire recently. He comes in with the Hellions. Ooh, they do reveal themselves to the pylon.
Oh, nice building block there by the pros, mate. And what? The Hellions managed to get in, and oh my god, 6 probes went down, 7 probes.
Oof.
Okay, nice damage. It could have been a lot worse because there were moments where Thor probes were really bunched up, mate.
Yeah, that they were. Meanwhile, the Hellions dive back into the natural base. They're still getting more probe kills. Oh my god.
11 props kill with only mate, only three Hellions. He didn't even lose the medivac. Meanwhile, mate, here we go, mate. TriGGeR is gonna do the counter attack. His War Prism is ready. His Blink, I believe Blink is done? Question mark? Yes, Blink is done.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no tank yet, mate, and there we go. Blinks all over the bunker immediately, but can he be able to do damage here economically?
Yeah, exactly. Like I was about to say that this is the danger of going for this build from PureLegacy. Because he invested all that factory time into those Hellions, there's not enough tanks, and the tanks, they get blinked upon. The first tank goes down, the second will as well. So did the Raven, and now TriGGeR, he is snowballing. There is not enough here to defend. Only a handful of Marines, and mate, the Marines, they don't have stim, they don't have combat shields, they don't have anything, mate.
Yes, and with the blink of the Stalkers, mate, this is a disaster for PureLegacy. After the excellent opening that he did, now he has lost 11 SCVs of his own, and more are going down, and the attack is not over, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was semi-prepared. He had a bunker. He had one tank sieged up, but he did not have enough to defend in the end. The Blink Stalker counterattack was just far too strong here. There's nothing here in the natural. Forced to be lifted up. Could even be taken down. The Marines are doing what they can, but that is it. TriGGeR takes game 1.
And what a game. What a game number 1 here in our best of 5 series, mate. That was not even a GG by PureLegacy. He was probably very frustrated because he went and did a lot of damage. He did exactly what he wanted, and then he died.
Yeah, I kind of just put that on PureLegacy though, because like, he scouted the opening. He knew how aggressive TriGGeR was going to be, but he still decided to go for the Hellion drop. And like, again, like, you do leave yourself a little bit vulnerable there afterwards. And maybe he was hoping that he would buy a little bit more time and TriGGeR would stay at home a little bit longer, but oof, it's a rough start. And now we're getting into game 2.
Game number 2, Lightshade LE is going to be our map, people. And let's see if PureLegacy doesn't die with the first counter attack, mate, because that was rough to watch as a LatAm player.
Yeah, I don't want to say it was a build order loss. I don't want to go that far, but it was in a rough place.
Look, it was not a build order win, okay? Let me tell you that.
Oh god.
Yeah, here we go, everyone. Welcome to Lightshade LE. This is our second map in this series, and spawning here, the blue Terran player, PureLegacy.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player. He is red, representing Team Alpha X. It is TriGGeR. Very decisive game 1. It's one of those things where TriGGeR, mate, he could have lost his whole mineral line. Didn't matter, mate. Just needs a counterattack, go across the map, and
See, mate, Protoss.
Kappa. Oh god. Let's see what TriGGeR goes for here in this game. I can't imagine we're going to see another opener like that, you know, but there's plenty of openers for Terran to do here. You know, are we going to see a Banshee opener? Are we going to see Widowmine drops? Unfortunately,
We find out, mate. PureLegacy is the kind of player that does not play just regular 1-1-1 usually. No, he always tries to do damage early, or if else, he just goes for an all-in, mate. And where is that plot going?
Mate, you know where it's going. It's Lightshade. What are you on about? Pylon gets thrown down. Cybercore is about to finish up. Mate, let's see. We have 2 gases. Let's see that proxy Stargate.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's happening. It's totally happening. Oh no. Oh no.
Now, I kind of do not like the positioning of the building because, mate, if the Reaper just goes down this little ramp here in the central base, he's going to immediately notice the buildings.
He is, and even if he does, though, doesn't matter. because we have a Zealot coming across the map. The goal of this Zealot, the goal is to keep this pylon alive. We have this probe here to throw down a second pylon as well, just in case the first goes down. We'll see how PureLegacy is going to respond to the Void Rays.
I mean, the correct answer obviously should be a factory, you know? And, oh no, the Zealot comes around and made that Marine and all is...
Oh god, we'll see how good the micro is. Oh, the SCVs fall down.
The Stargate finishes, mate. Oh no, here comes the Adept.
The Adept actually
completely ignores the Terran army, mate.
Oh god. Yo, the probe does fall. Meanwhile, the Adept goes into the natural and the CC actually finishes. Ooh, TriGGeR stepping up a little bit
of
here.
Micro made the pylon made the pylon. The pylon falls and the Void Ray doesn't come out.
Wow.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened, mate. Is there a second prop coming on the way? And the answer is yes, there's a second prop on the way. But that is going to delay so much this build by TriGGeR.
I assumed that one of these buildings was going to be a pylon there, but TriGGeR, he messed up. He was a little bit too greedy with his setup here, and with that, the Void Ray is still not out. It is so delayed.
Oh my god, the prop managed to build 2 pylons, so eventually this is going to work. But mate, this is giving PureLegacy so much time. The factory is done. The first of the Cyclones are about to finish. Mate, PureLegacy is even building a TCC.
He's lifting it.
I don't know. Okay. He's lifting the. I was about to say, mate, that's how confident he feels.
That'd be crazy. We'll see if this is the correct response from PureLegacy, because I'm not really digging the double racks behind this. I don't know how I feel about it. He's gonna go Mass Marine with Cyclone support against the Void Rays. To be fair, I guess he has the freedom to do so because of how much he delayed this push and how late these Void Rays are.
Oh, Cyclone needs to be very careful. They're focusing on the Cyclone. The Cyclone is only half health.
Yeah, that it is. Meanwhile, the bunker still stands strong. We have plenty of Marines here on the way. Stim does start here for PureLegacy. Again, gonna rely on banking up a massive amount of Marines, stimming on forward, taking everything out. Yo, and TriGGeR, he expands behind this. He's done.
One of the Cyclones managed to fall. Oh my, like, are you reading the chat?
Well, what's happening in the chat?
AD Trick in chat asks, how do you call a zealot who smokes marijuana? The answer is a High Templar.
See, this is why I don't look at chat. Okay, this is why. God.
Oh no! Oh my god, that was a nice move by TriGGeR to leave off the Cyclone with the Phoenix and then kill it with the Void Rays. But unfortunately, he didn't pay attention to his army afterwards, and he lost 1 Void Ray already.
That he did. I mean, to be fair, the Void Rays aren't the biggest of deals. It's one of those things where TriGGeR, he's transitioning out of this. He knows that he can't kill his opponents. But again, he still wants to keep PureLegacy contained on one base for as long as he can. Meanwhile, PureLegacy working on his starport. Again, with this starport, he's going to be working on those medevacs, and as soon as the medevacs are done, he's going to be sending it across the map. Stim is going to be done soon as well. This is going to be dangerous for TriGGeR.
Yes, definitely. Steam is about to be over, and what does TriGGeR have at home? He has only a few gateways. Blink is only starting. He does not have much left. So, mate, other than the army that he has here, he actually does not have like much to defend, mate. A bad move by TriGGeR and he could lose everything.
Yeah, exactly. He has to be so careful with how he controls his army. He has to be as efficient as possible, otherwise he will just die. And oh god, the Marines, they stim on forward. They're gonna be able to take down. No,
yes, they're gonna take out everything. The Void Ray is going to fall to the Cyclone, mate, and there we go. The pressure from TriGGeR has finished. There's only Phoenixes remaining, which may be annoying, may be able to pick a couple of SCVs without leave, but there are turrets as well.
Well, exactly, like TriGGeR, he just has to buy time. He has to do whatever he can to keep PureLegacy here at home, and so far he does pull the army back into the main. But again, it's one of those things where PureLegacy, he's going to chill here, at least until these medevacs pop out. And at home, we need shield batteries, we need units, we need everything for TriGGeR. Oh god.
Mate, the units are moving across the map. Medivacs are about to pop out. You need to be careful that those medivacs are not being picked up by the Phoenixes. I don't think the Phoenixes saw them.
Mate, this could be it. This could be it.
No. Blink is done. Blink is done. One important part, mate.
True.
So this is only Marines. They look easy. They steam forward, and then the units just blink away. But there are no shield batteries here, mate.
Yeah, they're on the way, but they're not done yet. They only just started. Meanwhile, every stim is important here for PureLegacy. He doesn't want to overstim because of the lack of medevacs here. Meanwhile, the rowboat will go down, and so do a couple of stalkers.
Workers are being pulled out of the line. That's never a good sign, mate. The Phoenix come back, targeting the medivacs. Phoenix is fall. Workers are starting to fall as well. 7 workers killed already. And yeah, this is going to be cleaned up, but TriGGeR did indeed receive a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. That was very nicely handled there by TriGGeR, but as you said, it cost him all of his Phoenixes, it cost him his robotics facility, all the shield batteries, and 7 probes. But at least he's alive.
Alive, and mate, he's going for the counterattack. He has the dream, like in game number 1.
Yo, this SCV is I have no idea what it's doing right now, but it's being sent across the map. Meanwhile, at home, there's a lot of Marines, Marauders as well.
Yes, now PureLegacy is starting to do what he is very well known for in TVP, mate. Pardon the word, a shit ton of bio.
Yeah, it's on the way. Meanwhile, the SCV went on a bit of a trip. Actually, almost gets into the main. I'm impressed. Congratulations, SCV. But here we go. The bios across the map. The big weakness, though, for PureLegacy is that he lost his 2 initial medevacs, and now he still only has 2 remaining. Because of that, like, this bio army isn't as strong as it could be. Shield batteries done. Overcharge is available.
There we go, mate. There's Marauders with this army. It's going to be a lot more dangerous than it was previously was. Now, but PureLegacy, I think what PureLegacy wants to do is just to trade, mate. He has the economic advantage. He just wants to use it to... Well, actually, no, he doesn't have the economic advantage. They're pretty equal in workers at the moment, so Colonel Boost is very good, apparently.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, where's the third? Finally, we see the third base for PureLegacy, but it's a little bit late, not gonna lie. Because it's at the same time as TriGGeR. He was focusing a little bit more on his army. I think he was hoping that first wave would maybe even just straight up end the game, forces to cancel on the third of TriGGeR. God, now TriGGeR just has to buy a little bit more time for the Colossus to come out. It's already halfway done. Oh.
There we go, another steam forward for PureLegacy. He's focusing on everything that he can, mate. Shield battery overcharge is used, but it's immediately focused, mate. The Immortal is focused as well. No, he's not going to be focused, but mate, that's enough. PureLegacy has enough, and GG. PureLegacy ties up the series.
GG. TriGGeR maybe being a little bit too greedy, going for that expand, maybe not realizing how aggressive PureLegacy was going to be there with the mass amount of Immortals. GG. Oof. We're tied up, mate.
Yes, 1-1, mate. 1-1.
We'll see how this series progresses from here. I'm gonna be surprised if we see another proxy Stargate, not gonna lie. You know, TriGGeR whipping it out there in game 2, but kind of
the idea of the proxy Stargate was okay, mate. I think the problem was the building placement. Like, you put it right in the front door. If you hide it a little more to the southeast of the map, to the southwest of the map, I think it would have been better because the Reaper would have not seen it instantaneously.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine with the placement. I just think, just if he just had a backup pylon, right? Like that probe dying was huge. It was massive. Oof.
Welcome everyone. Map number 3 is going to be Oxide LE and spawning here. The Terran player who just managed to tie the series. This is PureLegacy.
Man, how are you the one tired right now? What for not attacking in the chat? Ay.
I had to wake up early, mate, to go and get the vaccine.
Oh my god, what does that mean? Before midday, like.
Mate, I woke up at 7:30 a.m.
Shaking my
because
head.
my appointment was at 9.
Oh god, take care, man. Take care. Hopefully your arm doesn't hurt too much.
Mate, it's currently burning, man. I want to tear it off at the moment.
Oh god. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player. He is red, representing Alpha X. It is TriGGeR.
So yeah, man. If I suddenly start screaming, you know why.
Take care, man. Take care. We're almost through.
I'll be fine. It's not so bad. I'm overreacting. It's like having a bad bruise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that something like that. It feels like.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact: Yaku is actually getting his second shot. I think tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the ducks? You know?
Kura's already had her second shot. I know that much.
And you?
I still need to get my first.
Unada, the government of Australia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm low priority. Like my grandmother and my mother, they already have theirs. They're older. They get theirs first.
Oh yes. I forgot that I'm also like, much more.
Go ahead.
I'm a senior citizen.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, right. Makes sense. You know, we gotta hit. God damn it, Darky. Oh god.
Oh yeah, here we go, mate. Game number 2. No shenanigans, no proxy shenanigans. Even though Oxide is also a good map to do the to do the shenanigans with the proxy Stargate, but nothing here. And is that Reaper's gonna? That Reaper almost dies, mate. That Reaper is incredibly lucky. 1 HP.
The Reapers of PureLegacy, they all just start with 1 extra HP. This is not the first time that this has happened. It's crazy. They just don't die. Ugh. Alright.
Yeah, man. TriGGeR going for the standard TVP opening with that quick toilet console, possibly for Blink, possibly for Charge. And on the other side, mate, I think TriGGeR is going to do the same thing that he did in game number 1. Because Hellions are on the way, and Medivac is... Oh, no, okay. A Widowmine is on the way, okay. It was only 1 Hellion, I believe, and then... Yeah, only 1 Hellion, that's interesting. There's going to be a Widowmine drop with a Hellion pressure.
Yeah, that there is. I mean, again, PureLegacy just going to be checking the front door, maybe slipping in if he sees a way into the natural. But as you said, a very different opener from PureLegacy. And there we go. There's only a single Stalker, so he just goes into the mineral line.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is only 1 Hellion, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. There we go, only 2 props kills. If those were maybe 2 or 3 Hellions, then we would have been speaking another tongue. But yeah, only 1, it's fine. And interestingly, PureLegacy, only 1 Widowmine. Okay, I know what he's going to do. Is he going to do, that was what I was going to say, Marine Widowmine drop.
Huh.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. Obviously, like, these are vanilla Marines with no stim or anything. I guess all these Stalkers, though, like...
Yeah, I mean, I think the best PureLegacy can hope for is a good Widowmine shot in the middle line.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I don't think it's going to be very successful.
Yeah. Like in a head-on engagement, this isn't gonna do much. If it gets into a mineral line, then maybe he can hope for the best, right? I mean, he still has the drop alive. You know, he at least has that. He didn't overcommit and just kind of throw away his units. So that's definitely a good thing, I guess. But yeah, yeah.
Mate, I love it. Sherlock in the chat actually Funara Australia.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we actually don't have a lot of vaccines. Like it's the amount of vaccines available is quite limited here, so that's why, like, you know, it isn't as readily available to everyone. Feels bad, man.
Mate, you should come to Mexico. We have vaccines.
Oh god, just for the vaccine, mate. Oh god. But yeah, I'll get mine eventually. Don't fret. Man, I don't leave the house because I'm always casting, so it's... I'm fine. Oh god.
Be careful, mate, for the day that the virus mutates and can be propagated by StarCraft.
Oh no. Fun fact, me going to the ANZ Champs studio, the ESL studio, like that's like maybe the 7th time I left the house, like this year. Like I think I'm still in the single digits, not gonna lie. Like yeah. Casting, man, that's all I need.
Mate, and I thought I was what's the word I'm looking for in English? In Spanish, ermitaño?
Otaku.
No, otaku, mate. A person who lives alone and recluse.
And reckless?
You know the word I'm... No, recluse.
Recluse.
Like, yes, recluse, thank you. But you know the word I'm looking for? Because in Spanish it's ermitaño. I think it's a hermit.
Yeah. Hermit.
Okay. Mate, you're a hermit. You're like a StarCraft 2 hermit, mate. You're...
Oh god. Why the hell would I go outside, man? There's nothing out there. There's no StarCraft outside. Meanwhile, the armies are facing... Ooh, the win-right shots, they don't go off. Nice disable on the Colossus.
Yeah, mate, the Colossus is blocked off, mate. The infantry goes forward, but there's charge celos, mate, and charge celos are very good.
Oh god, that they are. Finally, maybe one of the Widowmine shots will go off, but the bio has taken so much damage. The Raven is out of energy, and the tank will go down.
Oh, yes, and TriGGeR defense, mate. TriGGeR fine defense without much issue. A lot of Celos went down, but the Colossus was kept alive, which is the important part. And PureLegacy, mate, he lost the tanks, he lost the Widowmines, he lost a lot of infantry, and he lost the Raven.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was, as you said, a heavy loss for PureLegacy. There was a moment there. There was an opportunity. Like he started that fight strong, right, by sieging up and by getting that disable on the Colossus. But nicely done there by TriGGeR. As soon as that happened, he backed off. He just backed the hell up. He's like, no, I don't want to fight here. Not without the Colossus. Waited for reinforcements, and then that looked so good for him. And now we've reached a point where we have 3 Colossus, mate. That's disgusting. Like. PureLegacy is getting ready for another attack, but I don't have faith, man.
Yeah, without there was a Widowmine drop over there. Didn't kill any props, but PureLegacy is going to try to make the distraction count and focus on the Nexus, and I think he's gonna get it.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, the question is, will he be able to walk away with his army? And the answer is yes. Most of it, he survives because there's not many stalkers. So the blink forward was not very threatening.
Yeah.
Okay, what is threatening, mate, is that counterattack with the Zealots and the Stalkers.
Exactly.
And the Colossi.
It's one of those things where PureLegacy forced TriGGeR to attack. Well, but the Colossus, they're so exposed. One of them does go down. Ay, TriGGeR, please. Oh my god, he's trying to keep his Colossus alive, but they are being focused down. There's only one remaining. The War Prism falls.
Yes. TriGGeR is going to lose this whole army, mate, but he killed 19 SCVs, mate. That is big, okay? If TriGGeR managed to survive whatever is coming next from PureLegacy, he's going to be in a very good position economically. Because, yes, he lost his third base, mate, but he didn't lose any props with it.
I guess so, but the Archons are not ready yet. Here comes the army. The Vikings are landing because you know what? There are no more Colossus left. We don't need them. But the Archons are doing such a good job at tanking for the Stalkers, but they're going down.
I don't know, mate. I think I thought there was enough here, but no, there is not, mate. And there's also no shield batteries here in the tier base, which is pretty important. But yeah, a reinforcement of Celos, and I think with this is going to be enough to ward away PureLegacy for the moment.
Yeah.
Nice focus on the medivacs.
Oh god, the last few engagements have been so back and forth. Where PureLegacy attacks and he gets defended, and then the same thing again, and the same thing again. Oh god, TriGGeR just barely holding on there. Does force PureLegacy back. Oh, and PureLegacy, man, he's losing a lot. Like, he's losing these units as well as the medivacs as well. Like, these are pretty expensive losses, man. Oh my god.
Yes, and for both players, actually. This is a very back and forth bait. Both players have very similar supply as well. So yeah, very few infantry remain for PureLegacy, but also very few infantry remain for TriGGeR, mate.
Yeah, this is such
what a scrappy game.
It's such a slugfest where like there are a handful of Zealots coming in to reinforce. War Prism comes back in. Oh my god, we have a massive warp in of Zealots, so this is gonna be huge. Finally, the battle turns in favor of TriGGeR.
There we go, another bring forward targeting the medivacs, mate, and the infantry cannot run anymore. There's more infantry coming up here to help out, but remember, we have a War Prism. He can reinforce very quickly.
Oh my god, but here comes the Bio. Can he focus on the War Prism? Can he get it? He gets an EMP!
EMPs on the Zeros are warping in, but the War Prism's still alive, mate.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I thought that War Prism was going to be focused down, but it does survive. It gets another warp in, and with this momentum, TriGGeR, he takes out almost every single medevac, and I think he's slowly doing it, mate. Is he? Is he? The boys are being pulled. Oh my god.
Another medevac went down. Here comes an Archon as well. My god, it's so close. Oh my god, the War Prism is coming closer. The War Prism is coming closer. This is very bold from TriGGeR, mate.
Yeah, the Stalkers are getting focused down as well. Only 3 Stalkers remaining. The War Prism is being focused down, but once again, he forces the Bio back.
There are no Marines left. That is the thing, mate. TriGGeR was focusing on the Marines, so there was only Marauders. That War Prism cannot be shot down. Mate, we are all the way to the natural base of PureLegacy.
Exactly. He may be doing it. More workers are going down, but the reinforcements are coming in. That War Prism is still looking quite exposed. There are Marines this time, but the Zealots come in.
My god, the War Prism survived, mate. Oh, cannot believe it. 95 supply for TriGGeR, 73 for PureLegacy. PureLegacy is starting to lose the battle, mate. Zealot good units.
Zealots are goddamn good units, mate. They bought so much time. Another massive warp in. We even have some Archons coming in. Oh my god, as someone DCs? Ugh, feels bad, man.
Probably TriGGeR, I think, because we also had the same problem in the game versus Scions.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine, mate, disconnect in the middle of when you are winning?
Yeah. Not like this.
Not like this.
Oh, God. They're starting once again. Okay, let's take stock here. We have Ghosts on the way. The medevac count is getting larger. Maybe we have 2 medevacs here. Too many, but... Oh. No. TriGGeR.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, mate. It's okay. He's a Protoss. He doesn't need to micro.
Oh god, we did have an EMP. One of the Archons does go down, but now all these SCVs are going down here in the natural base. Oh my god, TriGGeR, can his internet hold on? Can he survive long enough to end the game?
14 workers went down, 22 workers down for PureLegacy, 105 supply versus 74. Oof. I think TriGGeR is gonna do it. PureLegacy is back to only 1 base.
He is. He's barely holding on. Finally, all the Zealots go down. Yo, the Stalkers get trapped in. That was huge.
There we go, mate. PureLegacy holds, but at what cost, mate? It is 66 workers for TriGGeR, 27 for PureLegacy.
You know what that means? It's time for a counterattack. This time, what do we have at home? We do have one Colossus. Still no shield batteries at the third base. That's why these battles here, like on the side of TriGGeR, are always so close. He doesn't have overcharge to help him survive. A second Colossus is on the way. These Colossus are looking a little bit exposed, but there we go. Another massive warp in. TriGGeR, he's got the economy, he's got the army. He just has to survive.
Here comes the army of PureLegacy, mate. The second Colossus on the way. I don't think PureLegacy, because this army looks big, mate, but a lot of this is only medivacs. Look, there's only like 2 or 3 medivacs full of infantry here.
Oh god, oh god. This is half the army of PureLegacy. The other half is going for a massive jump across the map.
One of the full medivacs go down. So there's a nice counter-attack going on at TriGGeR's base, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, because I think TriGGeR can just close it out here.
Yeah, exactly. It's pushing him forward. There was a nice EMP there, but it did miss the Archons. It only hit the Stalkers. He's pushing up once again into the natural base. At the same time, PureLegacy is going ham. Oh my god, he's dealing devastating damage here in the main base. Takes out the Nexus. Oh, decent EMP as well. PureLegacy is trying to hold on as best he can. He's honestly trading fairly well here, not gonna lie. And if he takes out another Nexus, then there won't be a recall available here. Oh god. TriGGeR, please! Oh, no! Oh. Not like this, TriGGeR, not like this. We may have to remake.
Okay, there we go. TriGGeR came back. TriGGeR came back. We're not going to remake for the moment. And yeah, the base trade is still happening, mate. I am not sure how much gateways TriGGeR has left. Like, if he loses this army here...
Oh my god. The Colossus! The Colossus are falling!
One Colossus fell. The other one is going to be very close. But I think, I think PureLegacy will be able to do it, mate, because he still has one base mining, I think. Yeah, he still has production, but TriGGeR doesn't.
Yeah, TriGGeR, he's only got one base here. Everything else has been depowered. The boys, they're trying to be pulled. PureLegacy, if he takes out this Nexus, that is the final Nexus here of TriGGeR. Regardless, like, TriGGeR's just microing his heart out with this lone Colossus, and that is not enough.
There we go, mate. Only one Colossus and War Prison remains, and I think this is going to be it, mate. I think PureLegacy is going to be able to come back. GG.
Wow. GG, well played. PureLegacy takes a lead in this series. TriGGeR, he was looking so good that game. He almost broke his opponent, but his internet is working against him a little bit here.
Oh no, TriGGeR disconnected.
Oof. I just see the chat catching up with the DC. Oh god. And as a reminder, this is a best of 5, not a best of 3, so there's still a chance here for TriGGeR if his internet comes back. He has come back online here. But
he has come back. I think he was just, resetting the game, trying to make sure everything is fine. And yeah, we're probably gonna go for game number 4, mate. And mate, I don't know who's going to win. This is extremely close between these two players.
Yeah. Like I definitely empathize with the chat a little bit because, unfortunately, because of the lag, TriGGeR, he wasn't really able to micro much there in those final engagements, which did affect the game just because of how close it was. And as you said, mate, we know what map we're going to be on.
Yes, and this is a map that I think it favors a lot of PureLegacy because of his style.
Yeah, exactly. We're diving into game number 4. It's going to be on Blackburn. As you said, a map where rallies across the map are so much stronger, and that is PureLegacy style. That's what he goes for.
Yes, so we'll see how aggressive is he going to go this game. TriGGeR could also do something. He's not a Protoss that can only just back off and macro away. He can also be very aggressive, as we saw in game number 1. And we'll see how it happens, mates. So there we go. The countdown has begun, and welcome to Blackburn LE. And spawning here, the Blue Terran player, only one map away from winning this tournament. This is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player. He's red, representing Alpha X. It is TriGGeR. One of the best in North America. Needs... Oh.
Game paused.
Oh, asking for a bit of a pause there. Oh, but yeah, one of the best in North America. You know, he did make it to the playoffs for DreamHack last season. He's an amazing player, but unfortunately being hindered by his internet a little bit. Fun fact, a couple of days ago, he actually tweeted about this, and I was hoping that maybe the issues had been resolved, but apparently not.
Well, I mean, you work with what you have, mate, so nothing much, unfortunately, that we can do here to help, so TriGGeR is just going to have to go through it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy, feels bad, man, feels bad. We'll see if he can bring it back here. We'll see if he can power through. He made it this far. He made it all the way to the finals and has made this series so close despite the latency issues. We thought it was Australia. We thought it was Latin America. Mate, it was Canada all along. Oh, God.
I hate when props do this, mate. They're so annoying, like, because the Terran workers are the most vulnerable of the three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are pretty OP, especially because they can repair each other. Feels bad, man. But hopefully TriGGeR can bring it back here. I would love to see an ace match between the two of them, honestly. Especially off of, like, based off of how close last game was. Oh god.
Yep, just standard opening here for TriGGeR, a Reaper expand with a bunker on the natural base just for extra protection. And meanwhile on the other side, also TriGGeR going for the normal Nexus after Gateway, but he's going to skip Stalker and go straight into a Adept.
Yeah, interesting choice here. I mean, with this Adept, he can go across the map. He can potentially get some scouting information, potentially delay this natural base. Because it's Blackburn, you know, this Adept can get across the map pretty quickly, but it is being delayed by this Reaper. Yeah, the CC should finish. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Meanwhile, the Reaper doing shenanigans here in the main base. He has killed 0 workers. No kills for that Reaper. And unfortunately, that Adept arrives just as the CC was finishing, so he won't be able to kill any SCVs as well.
That he will not. Just delay some mining, right? Like, SCVs are forced to stay in the main base for now. Otherwise, they'll be under threat of going down to the Adept. And yeah, nothing too crazy at the moment.
Yeah, Hellion starting here for PureLegacy. Let's see if it is. Oh, yes, it is only one Hellion. He's going to try to do what he did in the previous game with the Marines and the Widowmine. Which in the previous game he was not even able to land into the Protoss base because he got quickly scouted. We'll see what he does this time. And yeah, here we go. Here comes the Reaper Hellion. There is no wall, so they will be able to get in. But there are more units here ready. I don't think TriGGeR is going to lose any worker.
Yeah, he shouldn't, and he doesn't, as everything gets cleaned up. Nicely done by TriGGeR. He did have plenty of units in position and does shut this down, and just like the previous game, PureLegacy, oh, okay, never mind. He's actually going for a couple more Widowmines, going for a more dedicated Widowmine job here.
I like it. I think this is a refinement of the build that he tried to do in game number 1, and I approve of it. I think this is a much better approach.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the short rush distance by air, this will get across the map a little bit faster. TriGGeR, he does have a pylon to scout, doesn't have his units in position yet, but this shouldn't deal too much damage. But a lot of it does depend on his reaction time, and we've seen that it isn't necessarily in his hands at the moment. Oh god. Oh god, no.
Oh my god.
Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, nice. That was very close for TriGGeR, mate.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
1 second, Widowmine will have finished the burrow, and a lot of probes would have gone down there.
Mate, that was very ballsy when you know you have latency issues to try and straight up kill that Widowmine instead of splitting up your probes. Like, my god.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what was it? That was a
Adept.
A Adept, yeah. And again, he just enters. He scouts the base. Unfortunately, doesn't kill anything. But here come the Stalkers. The Stalkers have Blink, I believe. They do have Blink. Are they going to try to cancel their base?
They do.
They get a cancel. They kill the worker. They just blink out and look, a free medivac.
Yeah, a bit of a misrally there by PureLegacy. It was the medevac that was dropping those Widowmines from earlier. Unfortunately, was in the path of those Stalkers. And also this tank, because it was in the main, was not in the natural. The CC was exposed, and again, nice moves by TriGGeR, forcing a cancel.
So yeah, 3 bases now ready for TriGGeR. The 3rd base for PureLegacy only now starting, mate. So we'll see how it goes. Now that TriGGeR has the economic advantage at the moment. 51 SCVs for PureLegacy, 61 for TriGGeR. And mate, I think that we're going to see like a more or less a repeat from the previous game.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, the big difference is that this time TriGGeR, he actually got his 3rd base a lot faster compared to the previous game, and it's already fully saturated. Because of that, now he can focus on his army. Like, he's not going to be caught out like probing up like he was before. So I do think that TriGGeR is in a much better position compared to the previous game. Now though, PureLegacy is moving out, and again, it does still come down to the engagement, right? Like, is the Raven going to get a disable off, right? It's like, is he going to be able to fight the army when it's at its weakest as he's moving out?
Well, we're about to find out. There's 1 tank, there is 2 Widowmines, and a bunch of infantry, mate.
Boy, the armies are going to meet each other. We have a bit of a Widowmine drop in the middle of all this as well.
Ooh, this is going to be spicy if TriGGeR is not careful, mate. The task sieges. But oh my god, nice Dorito bomb all over the Celos, mate. But the double Colossus will sure be more than enough to handle PureLegacy's army. Meanwhile, where are the Widowmines?
Yeah, the Widowmine drop didn't go in. Actually, went into the natural base. Ooh, they do get off.
Yeah, 6 workers kills, and there we go. Meanwhile, on the side of the map, be careful. There's no more Celos here for TriGGeR. TriGGeR, where are your Zealots?
Oh, they do just barely get warped in here. He can keep on going due to those Zealots. Gonna be forcing up a lift up potentially here as the boys are being pulled. Oh my god.
Yes, PureLegacy is forced to pull the boys, mate. He gonna lose everything, and the warp is wow. That Colossus survived with barely any HP left.
Hey, that was so close.
Yes, now TriGGeR is really ahead in economy, mate. 47 SCVs versus 55, and GG says PureLegacy, and TriGGeR ties up the series again, 2-2.
Ooh, GG. TriGGeR in a much better place there in game number 4. He was ready for it. Just barely he was able to warp in those Zealots. Again, that anti-armor missile unfortunately only hit half of them, not all of them. Didn't have enough energy for a disable either, and what a game, mate. We're going to the ace match.
So, Light, what do you think? What map do you think is going to be your first map?
Oh, that's a good question. They had one veto each. We haven't played on Romanticide, if I recall, right? We haven't played there.
Yes, we haven't played Romanticide, Beckett, and
Jagannatha?
No, Jagannatha was map 2, I believe.
Hmm.
Now, let me see. Blackburn, Oxide, 2000 atmospheres. No, yeah, Jagannatha. You're correct. Jagannatha.
I imagine the two extremes were vetoed, maybe Romanticide and Beckett. We'll see. We'll see as we are getting ready for the next game. Unfortunately, one of our players he's here. It's so good, so good. Oh god. So we'll see what map it's going to be on. What was vetoed? Oh, there we go. Jagannatha. See.
PureLegacy going, TriGGeR going blind for a second.
It's okay, TriGGeR, it's okay. But yeah, the two extremes were vetoed, the largest map and the smallest map, Beckett and Romanticide, so we will end up here on Jagannatha. Oh boy. We'll see. Can we have the full comeback? Can TriGGeR make it all happen? Or can PureLegacy hold on to his title?
Yeah, welcome everyone to the last map of the day, Jagannatha, LE, and Light. Why don't you introduce this player this time?
Oh, because spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the American Terran player. He is blue. And we're in a tied-up series. This is the ace match. It is PureLegacy.
I was like, where is your camera going? No, I was watching Gustavo camera for mistake. And here on the opposite side of the map, the player from the Holy Land of Canada. This is the Alpha X player, TriGGeR.
Oh no! Stand strong, TriGGeR. You can do it. Tape your Ethernet cords together, buddy. Oh god. I kind of wish Shelby signed up today.
Why?
Can you imagine?
Do you want to Shelby versus TriGGeR?
No. All the pauses made. All the pauses. Would have been amazing.
Yeah. By the way, like, I'm watching the stream since we are 2 minutes with delay.
Mm-hmm.
And mate, you didn't change the scene when we got out of the game.
What?
You didn't change the scene, so everyone is watching chat.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't realize. Huh. Weird. Because fun fact, we actually have an automatic scene switcher, so it's odd that it didn't do that. I think it's because in that game I manually left the scene, but yeah, interesting. They can see TriGGeR being blind.
Lol, wait. Mate, I'm watching your screen because you're streaming it, and when you don't have any flag, does it literally says nada?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Why did you put nada instead of nothing?
Because that logos mod was originally demon swaps.
Ah, today I learned.
Yes, and then we modified it and added our own logos and stuff.
So yeah, copyright TM les pira.
There you go.
But yeah, I hope the internet issues for TriGGeR get resolved soon, mate, and we can have a very fun and entertaining game number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So far, regular openings for both of these players, no shenanigans, no proxies, and yeah, let's see what each player has in store for us here.
Oh, we shall see. So far, pretty standard openings, but we also know how aggressive PureLegacy has been throughout this entire series, how he just, goes out across the map as soon as he has his stim, as soon as he has his medevacs, and he's gone for different openings, right? We've seen some Widowmine drops, some questionable Widowmine Marine drops as well, some Hellion drops. What's left? Are we ever going to see like a Banshee opening?
against Protoss? No, mate. That's suicide, mate. Shield batteries. They have shield batteries and free observers, mate. No.
I don't know, man. I've seen Vindicta and Future pull it off, but I guess PureLegacy isn't that kind of player. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to go for here. So far, 1-1-1. Goes for the switch though.
Well, he's gonna switch it up with the barracks. I don't think he did that in any of the previous games, and there we go. Multiple Hellions are going on the way. I think he wants to do the classic. I think he wants to do the classic Widowmine trick with the Reaper to manage to enter the Protoss base.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. As the Hellions are coming out here, he of course does have the Reaper for that. What's interesting is that TriGGeR actually scouted this, and he saw that the reactor was on the factory.
Oh, and there we go, like there you have it. You're going to have Banshees in this game.
Yeah, he's doing a bit of everything. Here we go. All the openers against Protoss. Typically, we'll see what he does with this. Typically, you wait until you have 2 Banshees, because then you one-shot probes. So that way, it doesn't matter if you have a shield battery. You still kill the probes anyway. But we'll see how PureLegacy handles this.
Yes, meanwhile, here come the Hellions, mate. And this is not a door, not at all, so he may be able to just enter the base, but that's a lot of units, mate. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do any damage.
He commits!
Yes, he commits. That was a nice grenade shot, mate. And there we go. The boys are being pulled. There was a recall for the units in the... Oh my god.
Oh my god!
The recall in the natural base, but there's nothing here to defend.
Yeah, I felt like the recall was a little bit of an overreaction, and the boys are lined up. 8-10 go down.
Yes, and that was only one shot away, mate, from being more than 10. A lot more than 10. So... yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that recall, mate. That was a little premature thing. Oh my god, the Banshee is going to get picked up because clock is not finished.
Oh my god, I was about to say, like, yo, that Banshee would have been huge because so many of these are weakened. Like, mate, one shot and these guys will go down. But unfortunately, the first Banshee just gets picked up for free.
Now, mate, here comes the important part. PureLegacy is doing a counterattack. His blink is about to finish. We have a War Prism on the way, but I think he's ready. Look, there has a tank already. Double bunker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if TriGGeR did have high ground vision, then it would be a different story, but he really doesn't at the moment. The Observer is finally coming out across the map, but this is buying PureLegacy a lot of time to get another tank out.
Yes, we have another tank. We have actually an extra bunker in the main base, just in case. And yeah, I'm not sure if TriGGeR would like to... Does he see the tank in the main base?
Oof. As more and more preps are going down to this Banshee, forces a warping at home.
There we go, 7 more props with only 1 Banshee, not bad. Oh my god, the other Banshee got caught in the way. That's the second Banshee that PureLegacy loses, mate. So,
oh my god, yeah, they just keep on going down.
PureLegacy is now forced to be completely on the defensive, mate. And yeah, okay, I thought that Shade was going to finish, but yeah, nice work by TriGGeR there. So if I were TriGGeR, I think I will expand to a tier base, mate, because you are so far ahead. And there we go. He is starting his third Nexus.
Yeah, the third is on the way. Despite that, though, he still does have a War Prism here in the main base. He finds a way in, can get into that mineral line, and yeah, start dealing some damage.
And he will. Meanwhile, the Stalkers are going to the natural base, but there's a lot of defense already there, and the Stalkers, I think they are not going to do much as well because there's 1 tank.
There are plenty of tanks here to cover all the bases. Oh my god, the War Prism, no! Make some questionable pathing, you know, TriGGeR. He went in deep into the base with that War Prism, and
and I love it. Now that the War Prism is over, mate, he cancels all the bunkers, and he's just going for straight for the counter attack, mate, because he has 4 tanks. Oh no, not counter attack. He's just going to take his third. Okay. I was a little heading ahead of myself, but I thought that was a good time for a counterattack.
It's one of those things where, I mean, killing that War Prism, as you said, is huge, right? Now PureLegacy doesn't have anything to worry about. There's no more pressure for him, so he's free to do whatever he wants. He's taking his third, and he is going for the attack, you know? Why not do both, right? He scans,
there we go.
sees the third. What is there here? A single Colossus. There are shield batteries at the natural. That's great. Nothing at the third, though.
Yes, charge is not done. It hasn't even begun yet for PureLegacy, and there we go. Steam is done, and PureLegacy just steam forwards, mate.
Yeah, exactly. The Colossus looks so exposed. We do have an overcharge. The Colossus just barely surviving. Oh my god.
Tanks are siege, mate. And mate, shield batteries are very good.
Mate, MVP shield battery and Colossus combo. That was insane. TriGGeR dealt so much damage with that, and with that, he should be able to hold.
Nice. Scan for the observer. No more vision here for TriGGeR. Mate, TriGGeR is in a very delicate position, especially because, mate, charge was never started. I don't know if he was late or something. He loses one Colossus. He blinks forward for the tanks, mate, but he's going to lose a lot of units in return.
Yeah.
The attack is over. That was a nice trade for PureLegacy. 114 supply for PureLegacy, 73 for TriGGeR, and now PureLegacy is going for a double drop.
Yeah, TriGGeR losing that Colossus was huge there. Oh my god, he cost him so much there to defend and hold on. He did, which is great, but as you said, this double drop, it is sneaking into the main base. We do have a warp in at home, but only 2 Stalkers, and the drop, it's here, mate.
Yeah, the drop is here, and he's going straight for the Forge.
Oh my
Close
god.
one attack is not going to finish. The shield battery is not enough.
Yeah, now TriGGeR will perpetually be behind when it comes to the upgrades. Meanwhile, here comes the next attack. Yo, the Colossus! The Colossus! Oh god!
Okay, the Colossus managed to be saved, but that Immortal is gonna go down.
Oh my god, this hit squad dealing so much, sniping that Immortal. Not quite the Colossus, but again, still getting plenty of value. Meanwhile, this double drop is still here, still ready to dive in at a moment's notice. Has to be careful. TriGGeR is also ready. Uh-oh. Gotta.
Coming in. TriGGeR doesn't notice. He doesn't blink forward, and the drop is going to happen, mate. What damage can they do now?
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, TriGGeR was not paying attention at the wrong moment there. The Albion army does stim on forward, but it looks like maybe TriGGeR has enough. He's forced to pull a bit of his army over, and that exposes his third.
Yes, a lot of the army of PureLegacy are coming in. He's ready for the attack on the third base, and there we go, mate. There's 2 Colossus now here. The shield battery overcharge is used, and PureLegacy cannot still break this base.
Oh god, exactly. TriGGeR just once again just barely holding on. Oh god, there's nothing left. He needs a little bit more time. He needs to protect these Colossus. Oh. Jesus
Mate,
Christ.
So close. This is a very close game. That TriGGeR is still surviving by the oh my god, how do you say this in English when you are very close?
Skin of his teeth, you know, just
Thank you. Yes, that thing.
Exactly. Like a lesser Protoss player would have died by now. Like again, like TriGGeR, he's just barely defending in his main and his third base at every single moment. And
yes, unfortunately, he's still behind in upgrades. He's behind in economy, mate. He has not been able to macro correctly because of all the aggression that PureLegacy has been putting through the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, the Forge is rebuilt. Finally, +1 is now on the way again. But 2-2 is +2 attack even is about to finish up for PureLegacy. The Ghosts are coming in. We have our Vikings. We have our EMPs. Oh boy.
There we go. The attacks coming in. Nice EMPs all over the army of TriGGeR, mate. And no, there we go. The battery overcharge is used, but there's a lot of DPS. The Colossus falls.
God, the Colossus does fall. The Vikings are landed, but they land to their death as they all get cleaned up. Oh god, but there's still barely an army here for PureLegacy. Oh, he's losing a couple of Ghosts though.
And there we go. Now without Colossus, mate, this is a gateway only army is not gonna be good against PureLegacy.
Yeah, exactly. Behind this PureLegacy, he's got his fourth. It's up and running. He is far ahead when it comes to the workers. What I will say is that TriGGeR, he did get a second robot up, so he does have double Colossus production. That's great. It's not amazing though. Like again, like it's still going to be a rough couple of minutes. I'll be so impressed if he's able to hold on long enough to maybe even get a fourth base.
more rocks going down here. That PureLegacy is opening up the map so that his infantry can come faster. And yeah, here comes PureLegacy mid 171 supply versus 108. Is maybe the last fight of the daylight.
Oh god, maybe we still have some shield batteries, still have overcharge, but only one cluster for the second one's about to pop out. Oh my god, the EMPs!
Oh my god, that was genius. PureLegacy EMP the shield battery. So that he doesn't have any more energy, and that is it. That's GG, mate. And PureLegacy wins the series and wins the tournament.
GG. Well played. PureLegacy does take game number 5 here on Jagannatha, does take the series. And my heart goes out to TriGGeR. Could this have been different if he didn't have his internet issues that he had earlier? Possibly. The series could have ended earlier, but that's not the reality we live in. Feels bad, man. And in the end, PureLegacy, he takes his win. What is that, 3 weeks in a row?
Yes, this is his third time in a row, mate. 2 against Parimac, and now the first one against TriGGeR.
GG. Meanwhile, yes, something is up with my There we go. Something was what.
Did you figure out what was happening?
Yeah, it was bugged out for some reason. I don't know.
So you didn't figure out what was happening. It was just bugged out.
I just had to click the refresh button. That's it.
There we go.
God. Yeah, with that, congratulations, PureLegacy, on winning his 3rd Battle of the Americas in a row. A lot of them off of his TVPs, to be honest. You know, TriGGeR, players like TriGGeR, players like Padimac, Zions.
I mean, you say a lot of them, but it's all of them, mate.
Very true. Unfortunately, we need someone else to start. We need a Zerg player or a Terran, mate. Skylar, I'm looking at you, buddy. What happened? Oh god. But yes, congratulations.
It's the mystery of life, like. It's the mystery of life.
And in the end, fun fact, it looks like there won't be any payouts here just because PureLegacy, everyone bet on him, mate. No one had faith in TriGGeR.
I mean, they were correct, mate. It was PureLegacy who won. So what do you mean they were not going to be payouts?
Because they just get their money back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what it is. No one voted for TriGGeR.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Oh,
so yeah,
God.
and there we go, people. That is the end of the tournament. That is the end of another successful Battle of the Americas.
There we go. Congratulations to our players. Congratulations to, if I recall, BioIce for winning the random raffle as well on top of all of this. So at least he was able to walk away with some money as well. Congratulations to Zions for being the highest placing Latin American player this week. A very hard fought battle against Reaper. I think he was another MVP, another standout player who just cheesed his way to the semifinals. To the quarterfinals. It was crazy.
Yeah, and also congratulations to the finalists because they get most of the chunk of the money made. That was thanks to Lord Locking for donating the extra $50 to the prize pool. So this week we played for $100 US.
Yeah. Massive shout out to Lord Lurkin. He's always there to support the scene, to support the community. Thank you so much. The players really appreciate it as well. It does mean that, you know, TriGGeR, even though he came second, he will earn so much more money because of Lord Lurkin. We appreciate it. And with that I believe is the end of the tournament, mate. Thank you so much for running this, by the way, Darking. Couldn't do it without you.
I know.
Looks over at Vortex in the corner. Kappa. But yeah, it was a great tournament. And honestly, a surprising turnout as well. There are some players that we're missing, but again, I'm sure a lot of them are preparing for DreamHack, right? Like DreamHack Latin America, it's just now closing up. North America, it's right around the corner.
Yes, definitely. So who knows? I want to see Nina play again, mate. It's been a while since we saw her.
Yeah, she did take
Cham is still training in Korea. I saw the results from DreamHack Latin America. I think yesterday that Cham 3-0 Kelasur.
Yeah, he
like,
bopped.
mate, that was crazy.
He bopped Kelasur, mate. Kind of made him look bad a little bit, but at the same time, Special also today kind of had a very strong showing against Cham. Cham isn't out of it yet though. He just get knocked down to that lower bracket. Gonna have that rematch against Kelasur tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow. So, yeah,
and that is it. That is it, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope everyone had a good time. Again, for those wondering, Battle of the Americas, it is a weekly tournament. You know, we have it every single week where North American and Latin American players can duke it out here. So this is a region-locked event, but it's a lot of fun. As Darking was alluding to, typically we have players like Nina, like Cham, like Pili as well, but a lot of them are focusing on DreamHack right now, so I don't blame them. And I hope TriGGeR can sort out the internet issues that he has in time for DreamHack, because again, it's an online event. Like, the sad reality is that we do have to rely on our internet connections to compete.
Oh no. I hope everything is over soon so we can have again the offline finals.
Yeah. Like, I'll always remember, like, Paco Mike, right? His internet being cut out at home, and then boom, that's the end of his DreamHack run. It's like, like, that's so brutal. Oh god. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen this week. Fingers crossed. And with that, I believe we are done for the day. Darking, why don't you tell the people more about what is coming up in the next week or so? Mate, do we have any live speed events? Sentimiento Latino, that's coming back, right?
Yeah, we have Sentimiento Latino this coming week. It's going to be number 112, I think.
Oh. Something
like that. We are definitely in the hundreds. I cannot believe we have come so far light. And yeah, we're going to have, of course, Battle of the Americas next Saturday. So everyone in the chat, if you are from either Latin America or North America, please play. Yeah, no less speed events currently on the schedule, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
so sometimes the whims of swap, happens. And
I mean, it's understandable just because of how busy we've all been with DreamHack. Even like a lot of Latin American casters like Chorus and Cosmos and stuff are busy with DreamHack as well, covering it in their own respective languages. Enki as well, I believe. So yeah, it's been pretty intense. Oh boy. Meanwhile, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I may stream later today, actually. I kind of have like the urge to ladder a little bit, but there's still some...
By ladder, you mean Final Fantasy, right?
Kappa. No, ladder. But we'll see. I'm also quite tired as well. I still haven't fully recuperated. I'm still like...
Hey, you're never gonna be able to fully recuperate.
It's the problem is that like right after this, like ANZ Champ starts again. DreamHack Winter is like around the corner as well. Like, oh god, it's
okay, mate. It's okay. One day everyone dies, and then you can rest.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Oh god. Yeah, I may stream later today. Our next CranKy Ducklings stream, as you can see on the screen right now, the schedule isn't quite up to date, but ESL Open Cup America should be our next tournament. I don't think this has been announced yet, but I'll say it right now anyway. We will also be casting Olima League this week. Since yes, Wardy is busy with DreamHack, so he is unavailable. So Oli reached...
Wardy?
Yeah, typically
it wasn't Maynard who casted the Olima League usually.
He usually casted the weeklies, but now that the format has changed, Wardy is now the usual caster for Olima League. But because he's busy with DreamHack, then Oli reached out. So this week we will be covering Olima League instead, or in his stead.
Oh, look
So-
at you, Mr. Important People.
I mean, we've casted it before. We'll do it again. It's fine. I'm gonna be casting that with Yaku Zaku. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be Tuesday evening. We're gonna try and set up our webcams for that as well. So we're gonna have another webcam cast. And on Thursday as well as Wednesday, I believe we're gonna be casting DreamHack China, the B stream. And we're also going to be casting the DreamHack EU and North America B streams on those days as well. So this week we're going back into the B stream.
Man, you're crazy.
Yeah, it's that's why I need to sleep as much as I can now to be ready for that, because that's going to be intense.
I mean, you say that, mate, and then you told me, oh, I'm going to stream in a few minutes.
Yeah, look, I want to do everything, okay? Oh, God. Well, I can. But with that, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I hope you had a good time. And we will see you next time. Ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.